But leading on the field was a lot harder. I am a captain's person, so the number of times you get stopped on the airport for selfies.
And you have any plans to do a similar thing eventually in life with a cricket show like that?
We'll see, and I want to remain in cricket. So actually, because if a captain is good enough to play in all three formats, he should lead. Which Virat is. He's a champion player. He's a champion cricketer. So what he's achieved for India is remarkable. We have the bowling attack to do that, because you've heard for the last 1 year that they're great fast bowlers. They're good, but we have to win. No, Kapil is a great friend. I respect him enormously as a cricketer, and closeness has increased with time. So I speak to him very often.
It can't get better than this. We've come to Calcutta, went to Eden Gardens, now I've come to Saurav Ganguly's house. Let's go and meet him.
Let's bring it on.
Let's go.
Let's go. Free Hit is fearless. Yes, you heard it right, friends. You're watching Free Hit, where there is no fear. I'm Shanavi Sadana.
And I'm Indranil Basu, and today we have a very special guest. He's our own Dada. Welcome.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
Welcome
Thank you.
so
Free
much.
Hit show. It's been such a pleasure, I mean,
I've
after
only
your
done-
life.
I've
for a
only
long-
done this for you.
Yes.
No, really, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
I also knew month of July when the World Cup was on, that you were going to be BCCI president. Through my sources.
I
and
don't know how
What
you-
was going inside your mind? I mean, did you have any backup
No,
plan?
nothing. Plan? There's no plan only.
No, you obviously were there in BCCI. And
Yeah, no, nobody knew what was happening, and I don't know how you got it, but that's why you're a journalist. But I did not know till 10:30 in the night, that night when I got, I would say everybody decided that I'll be the president. There was no election, so it was an unanimous decision from everybody, and very kindly. So that's the only time when I knew that I would be president. Trust me, you may not believe it, but that's the truth. I've told that in the media. And I'm sure you had some of your media friends around at the lobby, and they asked me when I was just going for dinner that who's going to be the president. I said Brijesh Patel. And then it was me. So
what exactly happened?
I don't know what
Behind the
happened.
scene, We still don't have any literature on it.
I don't know. I've never asked it. At 10:30 p.m., everyone got together and said Saurav is president, Jay is secretary, Arun is treasurer, and Jay George is honorary joint secretary and the vice president. And that's what it was. I said, okay, fine, that's what it is, and then we moved on.
It was not a surprise for you.
Huge surprise it was. I had not discussed it with anyone. I spent the day before, I met Anurag because I was in Delhi for a personal work, and met Anurag, met Jay. We flew on the same flight to Bombay, and I did not even ask once. Trust me, you may not believe it, but that's the truth.
No, we believe it.
That's the truth.
I mean, managing BCCI, it's a very tough position.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, it's not a tough position. If you have your intentions on the right track, it's not a tough, because BCCI is a well organized body. I know 3 years were tough with the COA in, and there were a lot of issues there. But at the end of the day, my experience with the last 4 months, the staff are very efficient. They work hard, they love their job. Yes, there's pressure. There's pressure everywhere. But the 4.5 months for me, and I'm sure it must be for Jay as well. Because Jay is a lot younger than me, he's just 30 years of age. So it was a very, very, very good experience. And we did the pink ball test, which went superbly. You see the way the office has been run, the administration has been run, the games have gone on, additions in first class cricket, DRS has come in. So it has been my experience for 4.5 months has been brilliant.
And managing the Indian cricket team.
It's not a problem at all. A lot of people said when Virat will not agree for the pink test, he has his own reservations, and I just told him that we need to do it, and he said go ahead and do it. It not even took 10 seconds to get a confirmation from him. We organized the entire thing in 7 days, and I was pleasantly surprised at what I saw on that pink test. Now we play a pink test in Australia. We play a pink test against England next year in Ahmedabad. So, no, they have been fantastic. It's really been a pleasure.
No, I mean, like what has been the really a drawback with this team? They're a brilliant team, brilliant batting, brilliant
No,
bowling.
they have to play well outside. They're not doing that, and there's no hiding. Even when I was captain, I said I'll be only judged how good I am is when I play well away, and it remains the same. So we'll have a word with Virat and Ravi and the boys and help them to play well away.
And it's outside, we just get that feeling that the players are not getting enough security, job security, which is very important, which always you give to your players, and that's why you're the most popular captain.
But I think it's changed a bit in the last 4 months, isn't it? The teams has been a bit consistent. You see KL Rahul now playing both forms of the game. Mohammad Shami's come back for both forms of the game, all forms of the game, to be honest. Jadeja has played all forms of the game. Rohit Sharma has played all forms of the game, although Rohit had played all forms of the game before we came in and we ran the board. And I think I completely agree with you that consistency is important. Yes, you must have pressure, but I always believe that don't put so much pressure that it doesn't work. So that will be there. Virat understands it and he's on the same page. So yes, there will be odd 1 or 2 decisions here and there changed, but as I said, our perspective is to play well away. We did not play well in New Zealand. We have Australia coming in 5-6 months time. I don't know whether I'll be there or not, but wherever I am, I'll still want them to play well overseas.
So managing BCCI versus captaining India, which one is more challenging?
No, captaining was brilliant. That was my heart.
Yeah.
So nothing compares to that. Yes, BCCI president is an honor. It's a huge honor. To think when I sit back someday that when my father gave me a cricket bat at the age of 13, I think, and I played for the state at all levels. Played for the under-19s India. Played for India, captained India, president of CAB, president of the board. God's been really kind as a cricketer, and I think he couldn't ask for more. And it has been a huge honor.
And which one gives you more freedom to be who you are?
Both. I think captaincy gave me freedom to build a team.
Yes.
And running the board has been an enormous freedom. I have Jay, who comes with a very powerful name. That's what it is. But he's a great kid, and there's been not a single problem in making decisions and taking things forward. I know he gets criticized at times because of what he is, but I think that's not right. And my experience with Jay, Arun has been phenomenal.
We started the day-night test match. It was a phenomenal effort from you, especially. And you said, every bilateral series up at least one test match. So in years to come, you think it'll go up from 1 to 2?
Yeah. And we'll see. I don't know whether it's 1 to 2 or not at the moment, because I believe 1 is the right number at the moment. Because Test cricket still looks very good with the red ball and white. So I think it's a mixture of both. But pink ball Test is here to stay, and it's just common sense. You finish work and come and watch cricket. If you ask me to go, who's obsessed with the game, to go every day at 9:30 leaving work and watch cricket till 4:35 p.m. After a while, neither will I want it, nor will my employees will say. Then he said, you watch cricket, I'm not going to pay you. So from that point of view, it's simple common sense that you finish work and come and watch Test cricket.
Do you think India is playing a lot of cricket?
They do, but even we played. I'll someday show you the numbers. IPL had just started towards the end of our careers. And if you look at the number of days of international cricket, it's the same. Actually, it's reduced. It's reduced, and if you sit with the broadcasters and the BCCI team, they'll tell you, because I had actually taken those stats out one day, that we talk about cricket, so much of cricket being played. Can you tell us what's happened in the last 20 years since 2000? And actually the days were more then. And it's lessened now. Very nominal, 8, 9, 10 days this way, that way, but it's still less. It's still not gone more.
Okay. And what's your take on the country versus the club debate?
Both will be there.
Both
will be there. Country is always first, but IPL is a fantastic tournament.
Yes, that's true.
It has just changed the dynamics of sport. And that's how it is. You've got English Premier League in England, you've got La Liga in Spain, and BCCI has IPL, and it's a phenomenal tournament. You should see, we're in the 13th year, and I have been in charge of 5 IPLs as president in CAB. As a BCCI president, you don't run the IPL, the state associations run it. So those 5 years have been a fantastic experience. We went through 2 seasons where we finished our group matches, and then we played 2 additional matches, and the tickets got more demanding even at the end. Every seat was full, and they used to say, last year I was in charge of Delhi, so they said, day-night games, day games don't have people watching. Respect. In the heat in Delhi at 3 o'clock in the afternoon towards the end when we played RCB, we beat them. Every seat was full.
Cruciating.
Yeah, it's a great tournament.
Yes.
And why I love IPL is because, only 15 play for India, and out of which only 6 play for a long period of time, 6 or 7 if you look at the history, 6 or 7, and IPL gives living to a lot of first class cricketers, and I am hugely for it. We'll get in players' contracts, players' fees will be increased, first class players will be increased manifold, because I believe in that, and because they give their lives for the sport, and when they finish, you don't want them to be struggling.
That's true.
So that's what's going to happen.
And then there are people who are on the verge of finishing, and they want to go and play outside at the IPL. Go and take part in different
Yes.
tournaments.
We've
Outside.
we've allowed some. Yuvraj played a few tournaments last year. It's a decision we'll have to discuss, because we got to be practical. But at the same time, we got to protect the IPL. So that's a balance we will create. But I agree with you that if you're retired, you don't play in
It's
the
a fundamental
IPL.
right
Yeah,
for me
absolutely.
too. As long as I have the game,
Yeah.
I can go out and play.
It happened to me, when I retired, and I was just playing IPL. I had asked to go out and play the leagues, because I was asked to play in the Big Bash in England, in Bangladesh. I said I'll do it for 2 years if I want, but I was not allowed. But rightly so, the brand was growing in 2010, and this game has given me everything. So I said, fine, if that's the way you think the brand will grow if I remain in IPL, so be it. So I didn't play.
But IPL is big as it is. Yeah. How much can it grow? I mean, you should also feel.
I hope it keeps growing. I hope it keeps growing. That's all I can say. You never know how much it will grow, because when it started in 2008, you did not expect it to grow like this. So you never know how much it will grow.
Do you regret not playing T20 international?
No, it was not there. So
It wasn't
was
there.
not there in a regime. So don't worry about it.
Right. Who has inspired you the most always, like as a...
Different people at different times. Your thought processes, your likes, dislikes, your living style changes with time. It's never stagnant. Sometimes when you think of that, some of the decisions you made 5 years ago, you would sit back and think, you did not need to do it. But then you didn't have control, because you made a decision 5 years ago on the basis of that mindset.
Right.
So I don't believe in regrets. I don't believe in happiness of the decisions you made, because you made a decision on the circumstances at that time. So
And
I
those
will-
change.
Yeah, of course,
always.
it changes for
Yeah.
everyone. Your thinking changes.
evolve.
Sometimes when I sit back now and say, why did I not do that then? But then it was then.
Not
So no, not now.
Post retirement, we saw you in 3 different roles. Administrator, also as a coach, and also as president of BCCI. And I mean, which you enjoyed the most? Which one do you enjoy
The
the
coach,
most? Yeah.
because that's the real.
You saw how Delhi Capitals performed last year.
It's about winning and losing. And winning and losing actually always gives me more happiness, because it's an achievement. When I went into Delhi last year, they used to come last. They never qualified in 8 seasons. And to finish at the top of the group with the same bunch of boys, with a few additions and subtractions, was very, very satisfying. They were last for 3 seasons. And then to finish top with Chennai, Mumbai, who are great IPL brands, was a great achievement. I hope Ricky does well this season as well.
You have this habit of backing the right talent as a captain,
Yeah.
as a administrator. You've always done that. I mean, the way you supported everyone and right talent. I mean, how does it come naturally to you? I mean, how do you do that? I mean,
And I
every
think-
time you get it right.
I think that's the way I am. It's a reflection of what's the way I look at things, maybe. You know, probably a kind person, soft person. And don't go by what you saw on the cricket field, because I'm not that. And
So you're different on the cricket field and
completely.
completely?
And he's known me for donkey years. He's lost a bit of hair at the moment, but he knows me for a while.
That's
so,
usually.
yeah.
Well, lost all of it. Actually.
Yeah, I think half is shaved and half.
Yeah.
So I'm that sort of a person, completely different off the field, and I believe that's what it is. And everybody needs security. When I started playing, if I was fortunate enough to get a test match 100 in my first test match, but if anybody had put a gun on my head and said, this game or never again, how will I perform?
That's true. That's too much pressure.
Yeah, that's why I said don't put so much pressure that it breaks.
So for the cricketers, for domestic cricketers, are you going to increase?
Yeah,
as you
absolutely.
Planning?
Yes, absolutely. It's already planned. We just fine tuning it. We'll place it on the AGM, and I hope the members agree. Because obviously it's a 38-member board. Their opinions are very important, but they all understand the reason and the need for it, and I hope they agree.
They have this thing about you being a fighter. Every cricketer is a fighter, but you are a special fighter. I remember the way they pushed you out of the team, the way you fought back, you played in different leagues, the way you ran, did your kickboxing. I mean, what is this fighting thing? I mean, it's not natural for a Bengali to have this kind
Self-respect. I think it's self-respect. I respect myself too much. That's why I respect you, respect her, respected my colleagues. They are still my best friends.
Yeah.
Sachin and Yuvraj and Rahul and Kev, and I'll go any extent to do anything what I can, even now, for them. So that's the person I am. That's how it is. That's how I look at life. I don't look at life at creating problems for others.
That's why you're the best captain.
I look at life in helping others, in whatever way I can. Small, if it's within me, I'll go out of the way to help anyone. That's the way I am.
Very nice. So, what do you miss the most from your childhood days?
Nothing really. I think life's been extremely kind, but what I miss is, when it's pitched up and I hit through the covers, that satisfaction is different. You may make more money now, you may get more recognition now, more power now, but when you pitched it up and you just hit it through the offside, that was remarkable.
So, but those days and now, you look much fitter. I mean,
Yeah, I stay fit because
can you run us through your
all my
fitness
life,
drills?
when I woke up and saw myself on the mirror, I used to be this skinny and thin. So when I left cricket and I completely gave up for 4 or 5 months, they started coming up. So I said, no, this is not good. This is not good, and you cannot look like that. But then I got into TV, not cricket TV. I don't do cricket TV. I do other television, which demands you got to be in shape. Otherwise, the production will say, the channel will say, he's fat and old, so like get rid of him. So I think it's a professional commitment, and also to yourself that all this while you've been fit. The t-shirts fit well, and it's not that you're pulling it all the time, so they fit well, and I think that's the reason you stay fit.
I mean, we have seen you in different roles. The way you used to wear the jacket the day you became the BCCI president. The jacket was slightly loose. I was wondering.
I don't know how it happened, because this is one of my playing days jacket, and it was very loose. Maybe it was too big then also, because I cannot be thinner than what I was in my playing days. So, but it was very, very loose, as you rightly said. But then it must be a playing day blazer, because you only get that blazer when you play. So
Could be that.
could be, yeah.
So is the coach more powerful or the captain of the Indian team more powerful?
I am a captain's person. So
The
I
captain?
have been a captain. I feel captain is the most important man. Yes, the coach is important. Coach supports the captain. That was the case when I and John ran the team for a long period of time, or my other coaches. And I believe that way, that it's the captain, because decisions on the field is what matters. You may have 15 plans off the field, but it's completely different when you walk into the park and the captain has to take decisions at that particular moment. So I feel captain is the most important man of the squad, and the coach supports him, and that's how the relation should be.
It's really nice.
Well, what are the modern demands of a good captain? I mean, you
You got to be clever. You got to have a right team. I think team is very important because at the end of the day, all 11 influence cricket matches. I think team is very important, but then that's where the captaincy acumen comes in. You pick the right team. That's very important.
So you've been a born leader. So your thoughts on that?
I don't think I was a born leader because I never had leadership at that stage.
You have those capabilities and the characteristics.
Yeah, but that actually got better once I got to play the game. I don't think at an early stage it was that. But I'm a very, competitive person on the field, on sport field. Otherwise not. Off the field, you can just do anything and I won't even bother also. But on the field, I was a very competitive person. Maybe because that was all what I wanted to do. Cricket was so important to me and so close to me. Maybe it came out because of that. So
And now you're leading BCCI.
yeah,
And
yeah, but leading on the field was a lot harder.
harder?
Yeah, this is fine. This is fine, and honestly, and I don't say this because I'm doing an interview, you must be thinking that they all say like this when they speak on TV. But I think my 4-5 months have been a great experience. Great experience.
Okay.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of honorary
Keeps
work.
you a lot busy.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of work. So
How do you get time for your
No, I just work. I don't do anything.
family and
Yeah, so I told my family that listen, I don't know how long this will stay. Maybe 9 months, maybe 3 years, I don't know. So it may not come back again.
Right.
So I'll do it.
you'll give in your best?
Yeah, I'll do it. And it's an honorary job, and I still have to earn my living. So I do this, I do that. My television work, my endorsements work, and I run the board. So it's been fantastic.
in the late 40s, I mean, not many would have imagined anyone becoming president, BCCI president. You became. I mean, there was a great moment for all of us also, for journalists. We knew it would be great for cricket. That day, did you miss your dad? I mean, he was so close to you.
Yeah, I miss my dad all the time actually, and I've started missing him as I've started getting older. I lost him in 2013. Yes, it was a sad day for all of us. But I realize now in the last 2-3 years, I've missed him actually more. Maybe because I am growing, my daughter's growing, so the roles are reversed. I am a dad now. I see my mom, she's 75, 76, and I see my dad's pictures all over. I see the respect of my mom for her, for him. My mom became a vegetarian the day he died. My mom was a full-time non-vegetarian, and she doesn't eat, and you cannot make her eat. I have told her, my wife's told her, my brothers told her, you must have at least fish for protein because she's getting old. She's 75. And she wouldn't. So you start respecting your father even more, and I think it's also an age thing. As you keep growing, you understand a lot of things, and I think last 3 years I've missed him actually more.
So who's guided you all through your life?
My father, my mother, they were two different characters. My father always wanted me to play the sport. My mother had the books ready all the time. So there are times when I used to come and finish playing and come back and sit. And in the evening, tired, wanting to sleep, but still complete my exams and syllabuses for the papers. My father would say, "Just go and sleep. You got to go and bat tomorrow morning."
You know you have a paper.
Yeah. So there were two contrasting people. So that's the way it is. So I think.
So did you sleep or did you study then?
No, any chance I would pack my books and go. So I think it's also the family I grew up. Very old-fashioned Bengali family. My grandfather, we had a joint family. My fathers were 5 brothers, 7 sisters. Sisters got married, and the 5 brothers used to live together. My grandfather had 2 adopted sons also. My grandfather's sister died in a car accident when they were very young, both the husband and wife, and they had 2 boys. So my grandfather brought them up from the age of 10. So they were literally like his children at home. So there were 7 of us. Jetha, Jethi, Kaka, Kaki, everyone. He comes for Durga Puja, so he knows how big it is.
Yes.
So grew up in a very conservative family. Till the age of 15, food was cooked at one place for 45 people.
Wow.
And we used to sit on the floor. He'll understand. Sit on the floor and eat. My grandfather was the last person to enter home at 10 o'clock. And he would come and count the cars. And everybody has come
Everyone
back
back
home or
home.
not. And we had about 25 cars then. So he would come and count. So the days when my father and mother used to go out for a movie, they would enter the lane, come close to the gate and push the car into the house so that the engine sound doesn't go upstairs.
Oh.
So I've grown up in that sort of an atmosphere. You know, when I was in school, we had 10 cousins. Cousins in the sense, my father's 7 brothers, 5 brothers had their children. So for Durga Puja, we used to all go together, get into a shop. All 7 of them used to sit on the chair. Clothes would be made. Till I revolted after 2 years. I said, no, it cannot look like a school uniform during Durga Pujas. We used to go to old China Bazaar street, so we used to sit all together. One feet after the other, you would come on the table. It's slanting table where you saw the feet sizes.
Right.
So you keep your feet ready, go. Next one comes in. So I have been brought up that way. So I think that's the reason what it is.
And you grew up to such a wonderful person leading India. And Kapil Dev says that you're the most popular captain because you were made the captain of the team when there was no one to look up to in Indian cricket.
No, Kapil is a great friend. I respect him enormously as a cricketer, closeness has increased with time. So I speak to him very often. I work this way, that way. So I think I've got a lot of time for Kapil Dev.
So do you sing?
No, I
You
don't.
love singing.
No, I don't. I don't sing. Not good at it.
Okay.
But I listen to a lot of music.
And what's your favorite genre of music?
It has changed over the years actually. I love listening to slow Bengali music now. Yeah.
Okay.
It has changed and Bengali is very sweet. The songs are very
Yeah,
sweet, so I listen. It has changed over the years.
Like
But
even
I was
the
never a huge English music fan. You boys of my generation, I used to see Sachin having that earpiece and some of the names he used to say, I said, whose music is this? He would say a name which I would have never heard also.
Okay.
So it's different. It's just a different upbringing.
Sana must be listening to a lot of Western.
Yeah.
Because you're well versed with
Yeah,
all the
very well,
songs.
very
and all.
well versed.
Yeah.
And Sana feels dad is old fashioned. My dressing sense, he would say, what are you dressed up like that? You're so old. I said, boss, I cannot be dressed up like you. She feels dad is old fashioned.
And what about movies?
I enjoy movies, but I don't get time.
What kind of movies?
Hindi movies.
Hindi movies?
Hindi movies. So
Okay.
I watch Bengali movies also. I don't watch too many English films. So I watch Hindi and Bengali films and so I enjoy movies.
But you don't get much time.
No, last 6 months hasn't been a lot. Last movie I saw was War of Hrithik. I don't know how long that must have been, 4-5 months.
Your favorite dish is of course biryani. We all know that.
Yeah.
But you still continue with that, or you have any other addition?
It's my cheat day food. So I look after my diet for 6 days a week and I eat one day everything. Anything and everything.
Oh, that's lovely. Yeah.
So it keeps me going for 6 days. So the cheat day would be biryani, would be sweets, would be samosas, would be jalebis, everything.
Is it on Sunday or the days you're at
Sometimes it's Sunday. If I'm traveling on a Sunday and I see Sana at home, she'll be at home all day. So then I do use that as a cheat day if I'm with her. So that I can eat with her and spend time with her. And then once I go away and on my own, I look after
home? So
what I
what's your eating pattern like then? The way you...
I don't eat carbs. I don't eat sugar.
Any particular time you...
You don't take sugar at all?
No, I don't take sugar at all. I've stopped biscuits for 45 years of my life. I used to wake up in the morning and dip that thin arrowroot
that's-
biscuit in the tea and have it. And I stopped that for last 9 months now.
But why?
To lose weight. Biscuit has a lot of fat. No sugar, no chocolates. If I feel sometimes, when you don't have sugar, when I shoot and work for long hours, towards the end you start getting tired. And I can see that and I can feel it because that sugar part is not in your body.
Yes.
That carbs is not in your body.
Energy, you
part.
get the money.
So I'll have a bit of a chocolate. A bit
Okay.
of a chocolate and work. But I don't eat rice. I don't eat roti. I don't eat bread.
So what do you eat?
I eat eggs. I eat chicken, but I've stopped chicken for last 1 month. I
Any
eat
particular
eggs.
reason?
So this is a protein diet.
Yeah,
that you
fish,
follow, no?
chicken, vegetables, soup. I eat. And I don't miss it though. I don't miss sugar. I don't miss biscuits.
Looking good, so why would you
I have
sit?
spent 45 years with biscuits.
Yeah.
And I would eat biscuits any time of the day, morning, evening. My relaxation was I would come after a days of cricket, sit on the floor, have a big mug of tea and dip the biscuit and keep eating it.
So you're a coffee person or a tea
I
person?
am a coffee person. I am a tea person. I'm both. Both coffee, tea, both.
And iced teas and all, you
No,
like?
I don't. You don't get it. You're at home. Who will make iced tea?
Just put ice.
Iced tea is only available at restaurants and airports and.
Right. So, and what about that incident that you had in England? The ghost incident. Would you
The haunted.
Haunted.
The hotel.
England.
Yeah.
And the hotel,
Yeah.
we stayed in a haunted hotel. And
Really?
Can you please tell us?
You know, I was captain and I went off to bed because we were playing the next day and I switched off all the lights. I cannot sleep with lights on. I switched on the toilet lights and pulled the door in. So suddenly, and I'm a very thin sleeper. With age, it actually got thinner. So suddenly I woke up with the noise of the tap, water flowing. So I said, I must have forgotten to close the tap. So I got up, I went into the washroom and closed the basin tap and came back to sleep again. After an hour or so, I don't know the exact time, again the water started flowing.
Oh my god.
So, you know, I was sleeping, so I did not know what was right and what was wrong. So I went back again and closed it. I went back to sleep again. Around 4 in the morning, again it started. That's when I got a little worried. So I called up the reception. I said, "Yaar, तुम्हारा पानी," it was in England, and I'm saying it in English, "यार, तुम्हारा पानी बार-बार tap खराब है क्या?" कहता, "नहीं sir, tap work, everything is fine." I said, "No, I've closed it 3 times and it's opened again." So the reception guy said, "Do you want to change your room?" I said, "No, not at 4 in the morning. Here I've got a day-night game tomorrow at Durham. I'm happy." Then I couldn't get sleep. I said, "There's something wrong." So I called Robin Singh up. So I said, "Robs, can I come and sleep?" He said, "Why?" I said, no, there's some issue. I'll tell you tomorrow morning." So I slept on the floor. I picked up my bag, blankets and beddings and all. I said, no, you. So he jumped off the bed. He said, no, captain cannot sleep on the bed floor. I said, no, you sleep on your bed. I'll go and sleep in the corner. So I slept, and in the morning, I went to the game and didn't discuss much. Came back in the evening and I went to the person and said, "Can you close the tap of my room, please?" He said, "No, sir, we've changed your room." I said, "Why?" He said, No, you go and sleep. Changed your room." So it was fine that day. I slept. And next morning when I woke up and I was paying the bills and before we were going to some other destination, so I asked the guy, "Why did you change my room without asking me?" He said, "No, sir, there's a problem in that room. Many guests have complained."
Of the tap?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
3 months later, or a year later, Australia were playing the Ashes and Brett Lee complained the same thing.
Oh my god, that's very eerie.
Yeah. So I don't go back to the hospital or that hotel. I go back to Durham quite a lot. I did that afterwards.
Which
but
hotel was that?
Lumley Castle.
Oh,
It's an old castle convert. Beautiful it was,
okay.
but it's haunted.
You believe in ghosts? You've seen it?
Yes.
Like actual ghosts you've seen, or?
Yeah. You know, I'll tell you a story.
Tara, you were talking about the
Ghost
ghost story.
story.
You actually saw a ghost.
I have seen in my house, you know, there's the young boy who used to work.
Here?
Yeah, in my home.
Wow.
This is my office. My home
Yes.
is about 100 meters from here. So he used to work at my place, and you know, it was a Sunday evening, and I was up in my kaka's place. We used to live on the upper floor, and was spending time with them. So they wanted tea. He said, "Can you ask the guy to make some tea?" I was young. I was 13 years of age. So I went up to the kitchen, the entire floor, and didn't see him. So I said, "He's not in the room." He said, "Just check upstairs if he's in the chad." You call chad in Bengal.
Yeah.
So I went there, couldn't find him. So came back and said, "He's not there." Then he said, No, you go and see. He sometimes sleeps in the hut, because we used to have those talied huts where they used to make plants. So as I went there, I saw him running on that karnish, they used to call it. You know, the boundary of that roof.
Chat, yeah.
Chat, and he was running on it. And it's a 6-story house. If you fall from it, you'll be smashed. So I kept shouting at him. I said, get off, you know, otherwise you'll die." So I ran downstairs, and because I was young, so I went and told my uncle that, "Please come out quickly, he's gone mad. He's running on the roof and he'll fall and die. So we all went up and didn't see him. So I thought he's dead. He must have fallen at some part on either side of the four walls and he's gone. So we kept searching for him as he went to him, and we have those huge palm coconut trees next
Yes,
to our
I
house.
saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was lying on one of the leaves and he was about 30-year-old then.
Lying on
On one of those big leaves
Yeah.
which come out like that,
Yeah, banana.
and he was just lying on that. So we called the ambulance, the fire brigade. The fire brigade came in, went from behind, put those ladders up. They actually tied him to a rope because they couldn't control him.
My goodness.
And then they took him to the hospital. And next day was a holiday, so he came back at 5 o'clock in the evening, and everybody started running away seeing him. So then he said, no, don't do it, because he says his mother gets into him on certain days of his life.
Oh,
So I've seen it.
so you do believe in?
I believe in it.
Your favorite destination, your holiday destination. You don't get time these days, but
London, I love it.
London, all the time.
The weather. I'm a very city person.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a person who'll go to the mountains and put his feet up on an armchair and spend days. I'm not that. You know, I want a taxi, I want a bus, I want a food next door, I want to see people, I want to go and talk to people. And London has all that.
All
It's
that,
got all
yeah.
those tourist things in spite of having a hustle and bustle of people.
Right.
Otherwise, I get very lost. You know, I sometimes go to Europe and other places for a holiday, but 3-4 days is fine.
So you don't like secluded places?
No, I don't like being alone.
Yeah.
But you don't like also being mobbed wherever you. I mean,
Yeah,
India.
but I'm used to it now. I deal with it. The number of times you get stopped on the airport for selfies. I stand, stop, and reach the plane.
You're one of the rare cricketers. When you used to meet us, the journalists, you say that, how's your family?
Yeah.
No other cricketer, used to do like that. But that gestures and all, you talked about the joint families.
Yeah, that's the way I am.
It comes naturally, right?
That's the way I am. Yeah, that's the way I am. But why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Cool.
And the show, which is a cult show in Bengal, and not only Bengal, away from Bengal also. Everyone watches that. In Delhi, Bombay, anywhere you go.
I've completed 8 seasons, and I must have done 650 episodes. It's an hour and a half every episode. Shooting time is about 3 hours. 650 episodes I must have shot by now.
In how many days?
Did you ever think that when I picked up a cricket bat that someday I'll shoot 650 episodes on TV?
No.
That's what it is. 8 years I've completed.
Wow.
And I give 34 days a season, which is 6 months.
Wonderful.
And you have any plans to do a similar thing eventually in life with a cricket show like that?
We'll see, and I want to remain in cricket, so let's see how far this BCCI thing goes, and then we'll see. We'll look for opportunities to be actually on the field, because that's more challenging.
And the last question I want to ask, a lot of these teams in world cricket, we see them, having split captaincy, having split captains in different formats for different formats. So will India ever be endorsing that kind of a thing? We saw MS was doing
It has happened at times, but I don't believe in that actually, because if a captain is good enough to play in all 3 formats, he should lead, which Virat is. He's a champion player. He's a champion cricketer. So what he's achieved for India is remarkable. But having said that, he's still got to win away test matches consistently, and which has not been there for a while, but he's a champion player, and hopefully he will do it against Australia.
Then
We'll give him all the help to do it.
But what was with this thing that you started winning abroad?
I think I had a
what was the
fantastic
magic?
team. You see that squad?
Yeah.
In a team where I think 7 out of those 11 players went on to play 100 test matches. Sehwag played 100, Dravid played 100, Tendulkar played 100, Ganguly played 100, Lakshman played 100.
100 to 200.
Okay, I'm considering it as
Yeah,
100.
yeah.
Lakshman played 100, Harbhajan played 100, Anil Kumble played 100. So that's 7. Zahir Khan played 95 test matches. So that's 8 of the 11 went on to play almost 100 test matches. So it had to be a good team. You see it whichever way you want to see it. Good team, good players, that's why they play 100. Or they got persisted, that's why they played 100. You don't know. But at the end of the day, when you look at the stats, all 100 test match players.
Like the way you used to, see the team in the 70s, 80s, the West Indies, Australia across 3 World Cups, the way they dominated world cricket. We have similar side. I mean, somewhere doesn't it hurt right now as a BCCI president that we are not able to make that kind of, create that kind of authority all across the world?
Yeah, absolutely, especially in test matches away.
Yeah.
Especially in test matches away. And I think we got the team to do that.
Yeah.
We have the bowling attack to do that because you've heard for the last 1 year that they're great fast bowlers, they're good, but we have to win.
Father, thanks a lot
Thank
for
you.
Thank you
hosting
so
us
much.
Thank you.
and sparing your time. This means a lot to us, and
Thank you.
wish you all the best with your.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. No problem.